Hey guys, welcome to the next video on Scala tutorial for beginners. In this video, we will learn about options in Scala. Now, in Scala, option is a container which can give you two values. It can give you an instance of sum, or it can give you an instance of none. So now let's see how options are useful and how we can use it. So in this example, I have a list, and this list contains three elements, 1, 2, 3, and I have a map which contains a map of integer versus some name. So let's say I want to find something inside this list. So how can I find? In a list, I can use a method called find. So my variable name list and then dot find will give me whatever I want to find. So I want to find anything which is greater than, let's say, 6. So I want to find something which is greater than 6, but we can see there is no value which is greater than 6 in this list. So what will it return? So when I hover over this find method, you will see the return value is an option, and this option is what we are talking about, these options. So what this option is doing, so in the return you can see an option value containing the first element in the list that satisfy P or none if none exists. So let me print the result of this find. So I'm going to just write print ln inside these parentheses, and let me just run this code, and it gives me none, which is an instance of this thing. So because there is no value which is greater than 6 in this list, is going to give me none. Now let's say I give here the value 2, which satisfies my condition, and there is a value which is greater than 2 in my list. So this time let's see what I will get. So I'm going to run my code, and it gives me sum. So an option can give you two kind of result, either none or sum. So if the values using find method, if this condition is fulfilled, then it's going to give us the first result. Otherwise, if this find is not satisfied, then it's going to give us the instance of none. In the same way, there is a method in map also. So I'm going to just write print ln, and there is a method in map. So I'm going to just write map, which is my variable name, dot get, and this is going to give me when I write inside these parentheses a key, it's going to give me the value associated with it. So the value associated with key 1 is Tom in this case, and when I hover over this get method, you can see the return value is also an option, and this is also going to give us none if this key doesn't exist, or the result if this key exists. So let me run the code, and let's see what's the result is. So it gives me sum Tom, because this key exists inside my list, so that's why it returns me the value associated with this key. Same for the value, let's say 2. So for key 2, it's going to give me max. So now the question is how we can extract the value from this sum instance. So this is giving us the instance of sum, but we want to extract the value out of this find, let's say. So we want to extract 3 out of this find. So to get 3 out of this find, you can use a method called get on your option result. So this is going to give you an option as a result, this find, And when you call a method called get on your option, then it's going to give you the value inside your sum, or when it's none, we will see the result a little bit later. But let's say this value exists. So let me just run this code, and you can see now I get 3 out of this option sum, right? So same we can do here. So when we call a method called get on option, which is the result of this get method, then we will get our value here. Now let's say in my map I'm going to give 5 here. This key doesn't exist. So what happens now? So I'm going to just run the code, and it will give me an exception. So it will throw an exception, and it says no such element exception. So because there is no element and we are trying to access the value of that element, that's why we are getting an exception. Now to avoid an exception, we can use a method called get or else. So we can use a method called get or else, and then we can just print out in the else condition whatever we want to return. So let's say we want to return no name found, and let's run the code, and you can see it prints no name found. So when the value exists, so let's say I'm going to just give 3 here, it's going to return me the value which is associated with this key if the key exists. And if the key doesn't exist, it is going to give me this value which I have defined as my else condition. Okay, so let me run the code, and it's going to give me no name found. Same you can do with your list find also. So I'm going to return, let's say a number. So I'm going to just return 0 if this value doesn't exist. So I'm going to give here 6 once again, and let me run the code, and it returns me 0 because none of the values inside my list is greater than 6. And when this value is 2, which is there in my list, then it's going to return me the result. So that means you can use get to get the value, or otherwise, but the better way is to use get or else. In this case, you will not get an exception which is thrown when the value doesn't exist. Now let's see how we can define an option. Let's say we want to define an option. We can just say val and then the variable name. Let's say opt is the variable name, and then we define the data type, which is option in our case, and then we want to define which kind of option we want to give. So let's say we want to define an int option, and then we can just assign sum. So we can either assign sum and whatever sum we want to provide here, let's say 5, or we can provide a none value. So instead of giving this, we can give instance of none also, which is also valid. So let's print the value of this opt. So I'm going to just write print ln, and then I'm going to just say opt, and then we are going to just check whether this option is empty or not. So there is a method called isEmpty, which is going to return us a boolean value. So if the option is empty, it's going to return us true, and if the option is not empty, then it's going to return us false. So right now it's none, that means it's empty, so it returns us true. Now let me assign some value here. So I'm going to just write instance of sum and any number, because this is of int type, right? This option is of int type. So I'm going to just run the code, and now it returns false because there is some value for this option. Now if I want to get this value out of my option, as I said, I can use a get method. So I can just write get, which is going to give me the value out of this sum. So this is how we can use options in Scala. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and bye for now.